To the rest of the world, Africa is a big zoo.
What I have learned from quite an early age was...
You're sitting here thinking this could be one of the last portraits of Nelson Mandela.
He freed me.
He freed you.
He freed every single one of us.
I say today, Mandela is a very, very good man.
I became captivated by the stories of the men and women of South Africa that we know and love today. But the one thing that drove me was to meet and photograph Nelson Mandela. The inspiration for the project came from literally going around the world and being asked the entire time what's going to happen to South Africa when Nelson Mandela passes away. And I'd explain to these people that South Africa is an incredible country and the legacy is actually the people, not one man. And rather than sort of tell people, we decided to show people. And a lot of work went into it. The mirror was put on a C-stand. We'd prepped the previous week, we'd prepped the day before. You're sitting here thinking this could be one of the last portraits of Nelson Mandela, and I'm photographing it, and am I the person to do that? And obviously a lot of things run through your mind. I mean, I'm not the first and I won't be the last person to sit here and tell the world how incredibly touched they were to spend time with Nelson Mandela. He has this ability to make the other person feel like they're the special one. And that's what he's been doing, I think, his whole life. We were incredibly nervous for the actual portrait shoot itself, and he made jokes. He sensed that, and I guess made us feel comfortable in our space. And it was just, I looked up, and the entire crew was very emotional. I was emotional. He loved the finished photograph, and he loved the metaphor behind it. He loved the reflection of ourselves, him reflecting on his life. It was a poignant time in South Africa's history where we started to reflect on where South Africa was going. And yeah, I think we're all incredibly proud of all the portraits, not just the Mandela portrait. There's a danger, I think, to focus just on this Nelson Mandela phenomenon in this country and around the world. And the big thing that we wanted to hammer home, and that he was absolutely certain of, was that this country was in good hands. I really believe that South Africans themselves, living here today, sometimes lose sight of the incredible place that South Africa is. And it's because of them, it's because of each other. It's not because of Nelson Mandela, it's not because of Desmond Tutu, it's not because of Nadine Gordimer, it's because of the entire community. And yeah, I think that's what inspires me and gets me up every day, I guess.